I just paid $10,000 to attend this exclusive mastermind in Dubai, invite only, and the room was filled with some of the sharpest entrepreneurs on the planet. But was it worth it? Well, here's exactly what I'm about to break down. What were the marketing secrets Sabri Suby only shares behind closed doors? He never speaks at events like this, but this time he did, and that was actually the reason I also attended this event. And why, if your closer keeps complaining about weak leads, that's actually a sign of your leadership being weak. And thanks for that lesson to David Dre, who was also speaking at that event. And also, when should you actually start running ads in your expert business, and why building your personal brand isn't just a nice to have anymore, it's non-negotiable. These insights actually flipped my perspective on business and growth completely. So let me save you 10 grand and share the biggest takeaways right now. This wasn't my first mastermind event. Actually, last month I did two. I flew from a mastermind in New York almost straight to Dubai. But this Dubai boardroom mastermind, the energy there was next level, I would say. And also the people there were really hardcore business people, and the main reason I went there was one name, Sabri Suby. Like, he's the founder of one of the fastest growing marketing agencies in the world. Also, he is a shark on Australia's Shark Tank. The guy doesn't speak at many events, but he showed up here, and I wanted to get inside his mind and to be around these types of higher level entrepreneurs to actually become one myself. We got to spend the afternoon with Sabri, and everybody could ask their questions. So when I got the mic, I asked, what's the shift I need to make as a founder to go from 1 million to 10 million? Like, what is the one needle moving task I should focus on? And I didn't expect to get that answer that he gave me. He didn't talk mindset, he didn't talk content. He actually asked me, what's your cost per acquisition? What's your customer acquisition time? And what's your KPI for that? And I froze. It wasn't because we don't track our numbers. We actually do. We have all these crazy tracking tools and we pay a lot of money for that. But I didn't know them cold. Like, I couldn't just give the answer like that. And that was really humbling and hit me hard because I was in a room full of people, everyone were silent. I couldn't answer those questions because if I can't answer those questions instantly, I'm not yet the CEO who deserves the 10 million company. And that is the shift I need to make. And why I didn't know my numbers was because we have actually built this company to this level organically. When you are not spending money to acquire clients, you don't need to be so worried about your customer acquisition costs or anything, because you are just relying on organic content and DMs and stuff like that, which takes maybe more of your time but not your money. And that is how we grew from 0 to 1 million per year. And now for me to go from 1 million to 10 million, I definitely need to know my numbers and we need to start mastering ads. And that is the shift. Now I'm going from organic growth queen to metric obsessed operator. And actually, I don't even need to be the operator because we now have operations manager doing that, but it's definitely something that I brought home with me. Here's the first big lesson that I want you to take away from this. You need to know your numbers exactly. If you are still in the organic phase where you are not running ads, of course you need to know your numbers, like how many calls you need to have booked per week and what is your closing ratio and all of those numbers. Those numbers I could have said immediately. But now if you also want to scale with ads, you need to know what your CPA is and what it should be, your KPIs. Let's talk more about when to actually start running ads. And the answer isn't that when you feel ready, it's actually when you are already doing at least 20,000 per month organically. Because if people aren't buying without ads, ads won't save you. And the best ad system for premium expert services is a VSL funnel. It means video sales letter, and it includes landing pages, opt-in and email sequences, and then people book a call with you or your team through that funnel. It works really well, but it's really hard to build right because you need killer copywriting, solid landing page, a high converting script, and the most important thing is the budget. You will need a huge budget, and I would say that at least the value of one sale per month in ad spend. So if your offer is $10,000, your ad budget should be at least $10,000 per month. Like that is roughly something that I've learned. That is also a reason why it's not for beginners. I've never even built one completely alone myself. I've always had external help, my team helping. So if you're not there yet, start with something lighter. And what is that lighter version that I learned in the Mastermind is this short form funnel. There are a few ways that I say that you could be doing this. If you have a short form video which already brings in leads, which also convert into clients, just boost that, like put some money on that video and more people will see, you will get more leads and more clients. And another way is to just create a whole new video in which you drive people to your DMs. You could even have automation like ManyChat answering those people or your comments, or even just that people start following you. Once you get those new followers, new comments, new DMs, then you just convert those people with a simple DM strategy. That's how you warm up to paid ads without burning cash. Because with this model, your budget could be like $30 to $50 per day. So it means like from $900 to $1,500 per month. Definitely something worth trying if you already have a premium offer which brings in sales consistently 15 to 20K per month. Another big insight was that when your closer says their leads are weak, your leadership is weak. David Dre dropped that bomb. So you might be thinking like, who is David Dre? This man led sales for Sam Ovens, closed 7 million plus in high ticket coaching, and now he is working for Closers.io, and that company is making like 45 million a year or something, like huge numbers. So he has seen it all. And something that he said really shook me, because if your sales team isn't delivering, that's on you. You either didn't train them right, or you didn't set the standard, or you didn't lead at all. And that really hit deep, because I've definitely been there with my own sales team and blaming the lead quality when actually I just hadn't taken full ownership of that team and the leadership. And this isn't just about sales, this is like just leadership in general, like the radical responsibility. That is how you scale, and that is also how you need to grow as an entrepreneur and as a leader. Like you need to be the one setting the standards for your whole team. So definitely something that I now have really implemented in my own life, and I am the boss leader in my company and the visionary leader. But yeah, that was really something that I valued a lot. Another insight was building your brand or just die trying, because I spoke with this tech founder who scaled to 25 million a year, and he said to me, Marianne, don't build your business, build you. I think what it meant was that don't build your business today, build the future version, and that includes your personal brand. Because in a world where AI can replace almost anything already, the one thing that it can't replace is you, and people like you, and people want to buy from you. So you need to scale that. I want this to be now your sign to stop wasting and start showing up. Make the videos, post the content, and share the raw behind the scenes or whatever, because that is how the personal brands are. And the only way to scale is with that soul in that business. I really hope these insights save you some time, energy, and money, because this mastermind definitely lit a fire under me. I'm done playing small, I'm building this thing to scale, and if you're watching this, I hope that you are too. Let's go, let's do it together, and I really can't wait to see you in the next one.